Welcome to Cryptid Files. I'm your host, Paige Carter. In the blackened heart of rural Kentucky, nestled among the dense woodland and sequestered farmland, lies the small, seemingly innocuous town of Kelly. But beneath its quaint facade, Kelly harbors a chilling tale, a tale that has become a cornerstone of American ufology and folklore. It was here, in the sweltering summer of 1955, that an encounter of the most uncanny kind took place, an encounter that would forever etch the name Hopkinsville onto the pages of extraterrestrial history. On a stifling August night, the Sutton family farm was enveloped in the oppressive darkness that comes when the rural landscape is devoid of human light. A silence hung in the air, broken only by the subtle symphony of the nocturnal creatures. It was within this eerie tranquility that the Sutton family, along with their visiting friends, claimed to have experienced something beyond the realm of earthly understanding. Suddenly, the serene night was shattered by a strange, dazzling light streaking across the sky. Its path seemed to terminate not far from the Sutton homestead, and curious, yet apprehensive, some of the family members ventured out to investigate. What they encountered that night was nothing short of terrifying. Small, silvery beings, with glowing yellow eyes and large bat-like ears, emerged from the woods, seemingly impervious to bullets, and seemingly intent on observing the frightened humans. The Suttons, gripped by an indescribable fear, fought back against these bizarre creatures in a skirmish that lasted until the shroud of the night was lifted by the break of dawn. The incident at Hopkinsville, often referred to as the Kelly-Hopkinsville encounter, has baffled investigators and enthusiasts for decades. Were these goblin-like entities visitors from another planet, attracted by the isolation of the rural landscape, or were they something else? Could they, perhaps, be earthbound creatures, previously unknown to science, or even the product of collective hallucination? While the answers continue to elude us, the incident raises intriguing questions about the nature of reality, the limits of human understanding, and the tantalizing possibility of life beyond our planet. As we delve deeper into the chilling tale of the Hopkinsville Goblins, we are drawn into a web of mystery, fear, and fascination, leaving us to ponder the boundaries of our own knowledge and the vast, unexplored universe that lies beyond. The saga of the Hopkinsville Goblins traces its roots back to the idyllic evening of August 21, 1955, in the rural landscape of Christian County, Kentucky. The Sutton family farm, nestled in the quiet town of Kelly, became the epicenter of one of the most compelling and bewildering encounters in the chronicles of unexplained phenomena. The Sutton family, along with their visiting friends, the Taylors, were the first to report this perplexing incident. The family was well respected, known for their hard work, and had no previous record of pranks or tall tales. Yet their account of that fateful night would forever alter the course of their lives and engrave their names in the annals of extraterrestrial folklore. The news quickly spread beyond the confines of Kelly, aided in part by the media's growing interest in extraterrestrial encounters during the mid-20th century. Newspapers across the country picked up the story, and the Suttons found themselves thrust into an unwanted spotlight. The tale of the Hopkinsville Goblins was born and rapidly disseminated, fueling an already burgeoning public interest in UFOs and extraterrestrial life. The cultural context of the 1950s played a significant role in shaping the narrative of the Hopkinsville Goblins. The post-war era was marked by rapid technological advancements, the beginning of the space race, and a lingering fear of the unknown. This climate of curiosity, uncertainty, and dread proved to be fertile ground for stories of otherworldly encounters. As the tale of the Hopkinsville Goblins spread, various interpretations began to emerge. Some suggested these creatures were extraterrestrial beings, visiting Earth from a distant galaxy. Others speculated they might be cryptids, mythical creatures rooted in earthly folklore, yet unverified by science. Still, others proposed they were the product of mass hysteria, a collective hallucination fueled by the tension and anxiety of the time. Over time, the story of the Hopkinsville Goblins evolved, taking on a life of its own. The creatures were often depicted in caricature-like drawings with exaggerated features. Their appearance in popular culture, from comic books to movies, further embellished their image and cemented their place in the public consciousness. Despite the passage of time, the mystery surrounding the Hopkinsville Goblins remains unresolved, leaving us to ponder the enigmatic events of that August night in 1955. Whether extraterrestrial visitors, cryptids, or figments of collective imagination, the goblins of Hopkinsville continue to captivate and challenge our understanding of the known and the unknown. Moving further into this enthralling narrative, we delve into the eyewitness accounts and local legends surrounding the Hopkinsville Goblins. What makes these accounts particularly intriguing is their consistency. Despite hailing from different backgrounds and possessing varying levels of awareness about extraterrestrial life, the witnesses describe the creatures with striking similarity. The Sutton family's experience forms the backbone of these first-hand accounts. The family of 11 reported a night-long siege by small, goblin-like creatures. They described the goblins as being around 3 feet tall, with oversized heads and long, thin limbs. Their eyes were said to glow in the dark, a detail corroborated by multiple witnesses. Billy Ray Taylor, the man who first spotted the strange light in the sky, recounted his terrifying encounter with one of the creatures. As per his account, the creature had hovered in the air, its silver body reflecting the moonlight. It had appeared to him as if the creature was made of a metallic substance, a feature that fueled theories of its extraterrestrial origin. Local police, who arrived at the Sutton farmhouse in response to the distress call, found no evidence of the creatures but did note that the family was genuinely terrified. Their fear, combined with the physical evidence of gunfire and the consistency of their story, lent credibility to their account. In the years following the incident, local folklore began to incorporate the Hopkinsville Goblins. These rural legends often depicted the goblins as malevolent beings, a reflection of the fear and uncertainty that the original incident had inspired in the community. The impact of the Hopkinsville Goblins on the local community was profound. The sense of fear was palpable, leading to an increase in reported sightings of unidentified flying objects and strange creatures in the area. The Sutton family's experience had turned Hopkinsville into a hotbed of UFO activity, attracting both believers and skeptics. In the aftermath, the community's response varied. Some individuals, intrigued by the possibility of extraterrestrial life, became amateur ufologists, while others dismissed the incident as nothing more than a hoax or an instance of mass hysteria. Regardless of their stance, the residents of Hopkinsville could not deny the impact of the incident. It had irrevocably woven itself into the cultural fabric of the town, forever linking the name Hopkinsville with the mysterious goblins that may or may not have visited one warm August night in 1955. It is a tale that remains deeply etched in the collective memory of the town, a haunting reminder of the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding. The physical evidence tied to the Hopkinsville Goblins is intriguing, to say the least. The Sutton family reported seeing strange, glowing creatures with a metallic sheen, and they were not alone in their observations. Others in the surrounding area also reported sighting similar creatures, often accompanied by strange lights in the sky. To further substantiate their claims, the Suttons provided investigators with a series of photographs they had taken of the creatures. These images, while grainy and indistinct, show a small, humanoid figure with large, round eyes and a body that seems to shine with an unearthly light. However, the photographic evidence is, unfortunately, inconclusive. The images are too low resolution to provide any definitive answers, and the veracity of the pictures has been hotly debated among researchers and cryptozoologists. Footprints were another form of physical evidence that investigators examined. The Suttons claimed that the creatures left behind a series of small, 3-toed footprints in the ground around their farmhouse. The prints were cast in plaster and studied by various researchers over the years. Some argue that the unique pattern and depth of the prints suggest a creature of lightweight but substantial strength. Others, however, assert that the prints could have easily been faked. Perhaps the most compelling piece of evidence is an alleged piece of the creature's metallic skin that the Suttons claimed to have found. The small silver fragment was analyzed and found to be composed of an unknown material, neither metal nor organic matter as we understand it. The sample has since been lost, making it impossible to conduct further analysis. Despite the lack of definitive physical evidence, many investigators and researchers have dedicated their lives to studying the Hopkinsville Goblins. Cryptozoologists, eager to uncover the truth about these elusive beings, have conducted numerous investigations and interviews with those who claim to have encountered the creatures. They have compiled a vast collection of eyewitness accounts, photographs, and alleged physical evidence in their quest for answers. One such investigator, John Keel, author of The Mothman Prophecies, spent considerable time researching the Hopkinsville case. He interviewed the Sutton family and other eyewitnesses, meticulously documenting their accounts. Keel's work has been instrumental in keeping the mystery of the Hopkinsville Goblins alive and has inspired a new generation of investigators to delve into this enduring enigma. Whether the Hopkinsville Goblins are extraterrestrial visitors or earthbound entities remains a subject of intense debate. The physical evidence, while fascinating, has not provided a definitive answer. The truth, it seems, continues to elude us, buried beneath layers of uncertainty, conjecture, and speculation. Yet, the quest for understanding persists, fueled by the tantalizing possibility that we are not alone in the universe. In the realm of skepticism, there exists an array of alternative explanations for the Hopkinsville Goblins case. Each unrolls a new layer of the narrative, often grounded in earthly probabilities rather than extraterrestrial possibilities. One of the most prevalent theories suggests that the entire incident was nothing more than a hoax, a well-orchestrated prank, perhaps, played by the Sutton family or others in the community. This theory, while controversial, is not without its merits. The family's claims of a prolonged encounter with extraterrestrial beings, the lack of any substantial physical evidence, and the subsequent media frenzy that ensued all contribute to suspicions of a fabricated tale. However, those who knew the Suttons well assert that they were neither the type to seek attention nor possess the imaginative capacity to conjure such an elaborate story. Another alternative explanation proposes misidentification of a known animal, specifically the great horned owl. This nocturnal bird, native to the region, is known for its large, glowing eyes, pointed ear tufts that might be mistaken for horns, and its ability to fly silently. Its aggressive nature when defending its territory could account for the perceived attacks on the farmhouse. However, critics argue that experienced outdoorsmen like the Suttons would unlikely confuse a familiar species with an alien creature. From a more scientific angle, some have suggested that the Suttons were under the influence of alcohol or hallucinogenic substances, leading to distorted perceptions and shared hallucinations. Yet no reports or testimonies ever indicated the presence of such substances during the encounter. Moreover, the physiological effects of fear and stress cannot be downplayed. The human mind, when confronted with an inexplicable situation, can sometimes construct an alternative reality as a coping mechanism. Yet another perspective posits the Hopkinsville Goblins as a psychological phenomenon known as a mass hysteria event, a shared illusion among a group of people influenced by their surroundings and the power of suggestion. This theory, while compelling, fails to account for the physical traces left behind and the consistency of the eyewitness accounts. Each of these alternative explanations offers a rational lens through which to view the Hopkinsville Goblins case. However, none can fully encapsulate the entirety of the events, leaving room for the mystery to endure. The enigma of the Hopkinsville Goblins, whether a cosmic visitation or an earthbound misperception, remains unresolved, compelling us to continue probing the boundaries of our understanding. The official response to the Hopkinsville Goblins incident was as varied and perplexing as the event itself. The local police department, Kentucky State Police, and even military personnel from the nearby Fort Campbell Army Base all made their way to the Sutton farmhouse that night. Despite their thorough investigation, the authorities could find no evidence of a hoax or criminal activity. Yet, neither could they provide a satisfactory explanation for the strange happenings reported by the Sutton family. The official police report was marked "unexplained." Interest in the case reached national levels, with newspapers and radio stations latching onto the sensational story. The media coverage was, for the most part, sensationalist and dismissive. Headlines from coast to coast declared, "Little green men invade Kentucky farmhouse," and "Aliens attack in Kentucky." The story was reported with a tone of incredulity, often reducing the Suttons' harrowing experience to a punchline. The government's response was more clandestine. The Hopkinsville Goblins incident occurred during the height of the Cold War, a time when UFO sightings were often associated with fears of Soviet espionage. Consequently, the case was investigated by Project Blue Book, the United States Air Force's official inquiry into unidentified flying objects. Yet their final report, classified for many years, concluded that the incident was the result of misidentified natural phenomena, a conclusion that failed to satisfy those who had studied the case in depth. In the years following the incident, the Hopkinsville Goblins have remained a staple of UFO lore, featuring in numerous books, documentaries, and television programs. Each retelling, in its own way, attempts to solve the mystery, or at least shed new light on the events of that fateful night. Despite the dismissive media coverage and the inconclusive government investigation, the Hopkinsville Goblins incident continues to intrigue researchers and enthusiasts. The lack of a definitive explanation for the Sutton family's encounter, the physical evidence left at the scene, and the enduring legacy of the story all contribute to its ongoing fascination. Whether the Hopkinsville Goblins were extraterrestrial visitors or a case of mistaken identity, the incident remains an enduring mystery, a tantalizing glimpse into the unknown. The journey to unravel the truth continues, each new perspective adding another layer to this intricate tapestry of the unexplained. In the pursuit of understanding the Hopkinsville Goblins, it's beneficial to consider them in the broader context of global cryptozoology and folklore. All around the world, there are tales of strange and elusive creatures, cryptids that seem to exist on the edge of reality. The Hopkinsville Goblins, with their unearthly appearance and inexplicable behavior, may be a part of this universal narrative. Let's consider Mothman, a cryptid widely reported in Point Pleasant, West Virginia in the 1960s. Like the Hopkinsville Goblins, Mothman is described as a humanoid creature with a terrifying presence and glowing eyes. Similarly, the Flatwoods Monster, also reported in West Virginia, shares characteristics with the Hopkinsville Goblins. This entity was described as a tall, hovering figure with a spade-shaped head and glowing eyes, fostering an atmosphere of fear and confusion among witnesses. These parallels suggest a pattern that transcends geographic boundaries, hinting at a global phenomenon. Beyond the American continent, we find the chupacabra of Puerto Rico, a creature reported to attack livestock and drain their blood. Descriptions of the chupacabra often emphasize its small stature, glowing eyes, and overall alien-like appearance, not unlike the Hopkinsville Goblins. Even in ancient cultures, we find echoes of these cryptids. The ancient Celts spoke of the puka, a shape-shifting creature known for its trickster nature and its ability to incite fear and chaos. The puka's descriptions vary, but they often include elements of darkness, glowing eyes, and an unsettling presence. In Australian Aboriginal mythology, there's the yowie, a creature often described as a primate-like humanoid with a terrifying demeanor. The yowie, like the Hopkinsville Goblins, is associated with a sense of dread and an uncanny ability to disappear without a trace. These global parallels suggest a recurring pattern of similar encounters, hinting at a shared experience that transcends cultural and geographic boundaries. They point to a common narrative thread, a universal human experience of encountering the unknown that is both fascinating and chilling. This global tapestry of cryptid sightings and folklore brings new layers to the enigma of the Hopkinsville Goblins. It prompts us to ponder whether these creatures are simply figments of our collective imagination, or if they're indicative of a reality that is stranger and more complex than we can comprehend. The Hopkinsville Goblins, in this context, are not an isolated incident, but part of a larger, more intricate narrative. They join the ranks of mysterious entities that have both terrified and captivated humanity throughout history. The ambiguity surrounding these encounters only adds to their allure, keeping the door open for endless speculation and exploration. Whether they are truly visitors from another realm or simply misunderstood phenomena, their place in the annals of the unexplained is firmly cemented. The mystery of the Hopkinsville Goblins continues to unfold, one thread at a time, in this intricate tapestry of the unknown. In the digital age, the hunt for evidence of the Hopkinsville Goblins has been transformed. The advent of technology like drones, trail cameras, and digital media has created new avenues for researchers to capture evidence of these elusive creatures. In the early 2000s, a viral video emerged from Kentucky, presenting what some claim to be a Hopkinsville goblin. The grainy footage shows a small, humanoid figure darting in and out of the shadows. It's small, with glowing eyes, and moves with a speed and agility that seems to defy gravity. The video quickly circulated online, triggering a wave of speculation and debate. However, despite careful analysis and enhancement, the video remains inconclusive, a tantalizing hint of the unknown. Trail cameras, often used by wildlife researchers, have also captured intriguing images. In 2016, a camera set up in a remote woodland area in Kentucky captured a series of images of an unidentifiable creature. The creature was small, agile, and had eerie, glowing eyes. The images were analyzed by several independent experts, but no consensus could be reached. The creature was neither identifiable as any known species, nor could it be conclusively labeled as a Hopkinsville goblin. Drones have also been deployed in the search for the goblins. These flying devices can cover vast areas of terrain quickly and efficiently, capturing high-resolution images and videos from angles that are impossible to achieve on foot. In 2018, a drone operator reported capturing footage of a small, hunched figure skulking in the underbrush of a Kentucky forest. The figure was seen only briefly before it disappeared into the dense foliage. The footage, while intriguing, remains another piece of the puzzle yet to be definitively solved. Digital media, with its ability to quickly share and disseminate information, has also played a pivotal role in the ongoing investigation. Social media platforms have become hubs for sharing personal encounters, theories, and evidence related to the Hopkinsville Goblins. These digital communities have breathed new life into the search for the goblins, fostering a global network of enthusiasts and researchers committed to unraveling this enduring mystery. The search for the Hopkinsville Goblins in the modern age is a testament to our unending fascination with the unknown. As our technology evolves, so does our ability to probe the mysteries that have long eluded us. Yet, with every new piece of evidence, every tantalizing hint of the enigmatic goblins, we are reminded that some mysteries refuse to be neatly resolved. The Hopkinsville Goblins, whether alien or earthbound, remain an enduring enigma, their existence a question that continues to flicker in the shadowy corners of our collective consciousness. The allure of the Hopkinsville Goblins extends far beyond the boundaries of the physical world. The fascination with these elusive creatures taps into something profound within the human psyche, a fascination with the unknown that transcends the tangible and ventures into the realm of the symbolic and the psychological. Cryptids, like the Hopkinsville Goblins, are more than just mysterious creatures lurking on the fringes of our understanding. They are embodiments of the unknown, physical manifestations of the uncharted territories of our collective imagination. They are the embodiment of the archetypal other, the foreign and unfamiliar that both frightens and fascinates us. This is an aspect of human nature that is deeply rooted in our evolutionary history. Our ancestors needed to be cautious of unfamiliar animals and environments, yet curious enough to explore and adapt. This paradoxical combination of fear and curiosity is still apparent in our fascination with cryptids. The fear of the unknown is an integral part of the human condition. These enigmatic beings embody this fear, existing in the nebulous realm between reality and fantasy. They are the things that go bump in the night, the shadowy figures that inhabit our nightmares, the inexplicable phenomena that defy rational explanation. They tap into our deepest fears and force us to confront our own vulnerability and insignificance in the face of the vast, unfathomable universe. Simultaneously, cryptids are symbolic of our insatiable curiosity and our relentless quest for knowledge. They represent the mysteries of the universe that are yet to be unraveled, the secrets that are waiting to be discovered. In the case of the Hopkinsville Goblins, the question of their origins, whether they are extraterrestrial visitors or earthbound entities, fuels our curiosity and drives us to seek answers. The cultural impact of these goblins is also significant. They have become part of the folklore and mythology of Hopkinsville, a unique part of its identity. They have seeped into popular culture, inspiring books, documentaries, and films, reflecting our society's fascination with the unknown and the unexplained. In conclusion, the fascination with the Hopkinsville Goblins is not just about the creatures themselves, but about what they represent. They are symbolically charged entities, reflecting our deepest fears, our insatiable curiosity, and our cultural fascination with the unknown. Regardless of their true origins, their impact on our collective consciousness is undeniable, offering a mirror into the human psyche and our eternal quest to understand the mysteries of the universe. As we reflect on the tale of the Hopkinsville Goblins, it serves as a profound testament to the human impulse to venture beyond the tangible into the realm of the unknown. It is an echo of our ceaseless quest for understanding, a quest that inevitably leads us to confront mysteries that challenge our perception of reality and our place within it. The line between belief and evidence, as exemplified by the Hopkinsville case, continues to be a subject of debate. Belief can often be intuitive, emotional, and deeply personal, whereas evidence is empirical, objective, and universally accepted. The tension between these two pillars of human understanding is particularly evident in the realm of the unexplained. The goblins of Hopkinsville stand as a stark reminder of this tension, their existence straddling the divide between the seen and the unseen, the known and the unknown. These enduring mysteries serve a profound purpose. They spark our curiosity, stimulate our imagination, and challenge our understanding. They push us to question, to explore, to seek out the hidden corners of reality. They remind us that the universe is a vast, complex entity filled with mysteries yet to be deciphered, secrets yet to be unearthed. In our pursuit of the unknown, we not only seek to understand these mysteries, but also to understand ourselves. The legend of the Hopkinsville Goblins, like all tales of the unexplained, acts as a mirror, reflecting our fears, our desires, and our collective human condition. Even as we explore the depths of the cosmos, we are, in essence, exploring the depths of our own consciousness. The mystery of the Hopkinsville Goblins persists not because of a lack of explanation, but because of our innate desire to believe in the extraordinary, to seek out the uncanny, to grapple with the unknown. Some mysteries refuse to die because they speak to something elemental in us, something that resists the cold logic of evidence and clings fervently to the mystique of belief. As we continue to probe the mysteries of the universe, the legend of the Hopkinsville Goblins serves as a reminder of the enigmatic nature of existence. It prompts us to question, to wonder, and to explore, pushing the boundaries of our understanding. In the end, The allure of such mysteries lies not in the answers they might provide, but in the questions they inspire, the curiosity they invoke, and the introspection they demand. Such is the enduring charm of the unknown, the mysterious, and the unexplained. Thanks for listening. This has been Cryptid Files. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts, and if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.